So what can $50 get you for a pair of FPV goggles these days? You're about to find out. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to jump right into talking about a cheap pair of FPV goggles. I almost pointed at the Emax over here. I have several different goggles on the bench today, and in this video we're going to talk about the Beast Hobby goggles. These just came out about a month or two ago, and I've been waiting to review these for you before I give them away. Now, you can get a free pair of these and a Darwin FPV bundle that I'm giving away on Friday on the channel. So if you tune in on Friday at 11 a.m., possibly 12 p.m. for the live stream, get ready for that because we're going to give away a complete ready-to-fly bundle with some FPV goggles, charger, battery, and all that good stuff. Do not reply to any scammers on this video because they might comment and say, hey, you won, I'm Justin Davis, you won a prize, contact me on Telegram. Don't do that. But this pair of goggles is $50. I have not watched the other reviewers out there. I don't know what they're saying about these goggles, but I'm going to give you an honest opinion and a full review on some of the cheapest FPV goggles out there right now at $50. What will $50 get you, and is it really going to be worth your time getting these? We're going to talk about the resolution, the battery inside, what kind of features these goggles have, and I'm also going to do a flight test, a short flight test with these, give you my opinion on these goggles, whether you should get these or just get yourself a pair of binocular style goggles by the end of this video. Let's go ahead and get into short specs, and then we'll do a flight test. Here we go. All right, guys, let's just jump right into this. And if you want to get involved in our Drone Camps FPV community, please do join our Discord. I'll put the link down below. You can hop in there. There's thousands of guys in there. We can all connect, make friends, and talk about FPV and all the newest gear coming out. It's a super awesome, fun, and friendly community. So check that link out down below. Now, today we're jumping right into probably the cheapest FPV analog goggles out there by Beast Hobby. They're the VR100s that you see on the bench right here. It has a small 1S battery in here. It has a tiny little screen in here as well. It has an on-off button. It has a charge port on the side right here, audio video out on the side right there by a 3.5mm jack, and it has recessed buttons, which I kind of like. They just stick up a little bit, and they have a little bit of a soft rubber feel, as well as these tiny little antennas that don't have any way to bend them to the side. I would like that if these bent, but they are ultra portable, super small, and they're half the size of the traditional stick antenna that you see there on that Emax one. Now, they also give you a nice case. You get a soft pouch for them as well, which I thought was nice. Charge cable, you get an instruction manual, and you get a 3.5mm audio video out jack right there that comes along with it. But this is what you're going to get for $50. I feel like the resolution on these are a little bit low at around 480 by 320. But I have to tell you, let's be honest about this. I typically don't fly box style goggles. This is a box style goggle. If you're brand new to FPV and you're figuring this out, this is the binocular style. I like the binocular style better. My classic SkyZone 030s are my best FPV goggles of all time. My most coveted FPV goggles out there right now, if price is no matter for you, it's the 04X. Joshua Bardwell also loves those, and those are my favorite of all time. But these have lasted me the longest. These are probably 4 years old now and still rocking. The screens have not gone out. They also have DVR. This does not have DVR. It's one thing that I wish that the Beast Hobby goggles had. The VR100s do not have DVR. That's not great, but I do have to say the most positive thing I have to say about this pair of goggles, and again, I don't wear box goggles because I can't see. The pupillary distance for me doesn't work out a lot of times. No matter what the adjustments, I always have to kind of hold the goggles away from my face to be able to fly this style goggles. With these, I have a little more control on the pupillary distance, the interpupillary distance known as IPD. I can't do it on most box goggles, but good news about these Beast Hobby ones, I can. So this is the first pair of box goggles since the old school years ago goggles. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of them now, so brain fart. So there's only one other pair out there that exists that I can get in focus. And if you're looking for an alternative of these, there's another pair of goggles that exist out there in the cheap kingdom. If you look on Banggood's website, I'll put the link down below for these too. They're called ENMESI 4.3 inch. So they're a little bit bigger. They have a removable screen, but still, again, no DVR. So for about another $10 or so, you can get a pair of Eachine EV800. They have a 5-inch screen, and they have 800 by 480 screen resolution. So I'm gonna put those up on the screen now. You can see those. Those are $62 versus $50, and you get quite a bit more goggle, but you don't get diversity on that pair of goggles unless it's possibly built in, but it does have a single right-hand circular polarized antenna that comes off the top of these goggles. But let's get back to the Beast hobby review now, and let's go ahead and do some flying with these, and let's see how it works out for me. And I'll give you my experience on the flight test. After that, I'll give you my final opinion and what you should possibly buy for your very first pair of analog FPV goggles. All right, guys, I have to kind of rewind on what I told you guys earlier. I told you that I could see and everything was in focus with this pair of goggles, but the problem was that when I actually sat down to start flying with these, no matter how far out I got the adjustment with my eyesight, I still can't get the OSD in focus. So if you're someone who needs glasses or you can't see at a distance, if you're nearsighted, this is going to be a problem for most people out there, including myself. So we're just going to go ahead and do this flight test, though, like I promised you. But I just barely out of focus. I mean, so close to being in focus. But for $50, I would highly suggest trying these out. If someone has a pair locally where you're at, if you're nearsighted, I wouldn't suggest buying these and ordering them, because you're going to have to probably put extra foam in here to get the distance, the right distance from your eyes for the IPD to work out and the OSD to be in full resolution in focus. So that's going to be an issue for a lot of people. But let's go ahead and use the 030 sitting over here. I'm going to go ahead and start recording. We're going to turn on the radio and the drone. We're going to do this flight test in real time together. So let's go ahead, plug in the drone, and let's start the DVR recording on the 030s. I would suggest getting a pair of binocular style goggles with DVR if you can swing the price. So now we're recording there, and let's just see what happens with this flight test. I feel like the resolution, even though it's pretty low on the website, the specs are low on these, the image looks actually pretty good. So that's a good thing, but I cannot see the OSD like I thought I could. So let's just go ahead and take off now. We're recording, and I'm in stabilized mode. So I'm gonna do the best I can with it being a little bit out of focus for me. And I've got the camera pretty far down. I can't even read. I guess I'm at 15.4 volt or 9 volt. Oh, there goes my first crash. So I didn't even make it barely halfway around the house without my first crash, because I just can't see very well with these. Where'd that go? There it is. Let's go ahead and set it back down. Let's take back off. You know, if you're somebody who has like 20/20 vision, these will probably be fine for you, or for your young person. But again, like if you're nearsighted, probably not the best option. If you want the best IPD adjustment and focal range, look at the 04X by SkyZone as far as analog goes. Man, I really can't tell where I'm going. Stuck to the wall again and crashed. So 2 crashes within about 30 seconds. Let's go back to the bench now, and let's talk about an alternative to the Beast hobby goggles. Not great for me. They might be great for you, but that's just 2 quick flight tests that both resulted in crashes because, well, I can't see. All right, guys, welcome back to the bench. You're looking at the live view right there. You can see the channel and the band we're on. It has like 40 different channels on here. It has 5 different bands. It's not a full band type of setup on this pair of goggles, but again, I feel like the resolution looks okay. It looks like a nice bright image on here. The colors don't look too off or anything like that, but it seems like the screen feels far away when I'm looking into this pair of goggles. You can kind of tell on here that that it doesn't feel as close to your eyes as a lot of the other box goggles out there. And the screen does appear pretty small inside this pair of goggles. These are the interpupillary distance adjustments, and you can see you can make it kind of, if you do one side, you can make it go left and right for focus, I'm assuming, and then both of them at the same time, move it in and out. The foam feels good. I just wish I could get them a little further out for being in focus for my eyes, just out of focus for mine. On top, it has the strap with an over-the-top strap, which this felt okay on my head. This is the search function over here. Actually, it's over here. This is the search function. This is the menus to get into the menus for the brightness and contrast. Also, the power button. You can see right there that we're getting the brightness there. And we have channel forward and back right there. If you long press on this front one, that will change the band that you're on. But you know, for what it's worth, I feel like there seems to be not a lot of options for these goggles. 3-inch screen is kind of small. The other pair of goggles that I linked in this video are the MSC or whatever they're called. Those are $49, and they have a 4.3-inch screen on that pair of goggles versus a 3-inch screen on these. Just feels quite a bit larger, and it probably has a little better interpupillary distance adjustment there. That screen on that pair of goggles is also removable, and that resolution on those are 480 by 272. So you know, it is a comparable resolution, but again, you're not getting DVR on those. So if you want to get DVR, you're going to get the Eachine goggles that everybody's talking about right now, which is the EV800. Those are 5-inch goggles. Those are 800 by 480 screen resolution. So it'll do auto search on that one as well. I've reviewed these goggles before, and they have a built-in 2000 milliamp battery, which is going to give you a little bit longer run time. I believe these will give you around 2-hour run time. These other ones, the Eachine version, will give you a 3.5-hour runtime on those, so a little bit better. And you also get 40 channels, including race band, on the EV800s from Eachine. So for $62 versus $50, I feel like you're getting a little bit better version. They also have one version that's $132 that you can get built-in DVR. So for about twice the price, a little more, you're going to get DVR with a pair of box goggles. You also get diversity with the EV800Ds. The EV800Ds seem to be the ones that everybody wants as far as a cheap pair of FPV goggles. But you can find all my links down below. Thanks for watching this honest review, guys. And I'm Justin Davis. Look out for Friday's live stream to get in on this giveaway. I'm giving away these and the Darwin FPV Sena Ape 20 right here. So, and a transmitter, a charger, and a battery. So good luck on Friday, guys. I'll see you at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care.